Y'all, it is literally wild the amount of stuff that was stuffed in this closet. I cannot even, well, maybe I can believe it, but hey guys, I'm Deanna from everydaydeanna.com, and today we're doing a tiny bathroom closet extreme declutter. So this bathroom closet is a hot daggone mess. It is disorganized, disorderly, it's junky, it is just everything that is not good. And so I'm going to be tackling it today. This is a project I've been putting off for a really long time, and I am here to bring you all the decluttering and organization motivation. So first of all, let's talk about the problems with this closet. Number one, it's really dark, and when I go in there to find things, it's really hard to find what I'm looking for. Number two, there are no really good systems in place, so it's just kind of like things are thrown in there all over the place. Number three, there's a lot of things in there that I don't need and don't use, and they are taking up space and making it hard for me to find the things that I do need. For example, my headbands. I love wearing headbands, but it's like whenever I have a specific one in mind, I can never put my finger on it because there's just so much stuff in there that I can't find what I'm looking for. Oh, and then another thing, the shelves with the skinny bars on them. And so when I put all my hair products on those, if one thing tumbles over, it's a huge domino chain reaction of all the bottles falling over, and it's so annoying. So I need something flat, like a flat hard surface, so that I don't keep on having that problem. So that's everything that's wrong. I'm gonna pull everything out of the closet. This bathroom is really tiny, so not only am I pulling it out of the closet, but I'm going to organize and go through everything out in another room in my house, so I'll have space to spread it all out, see what I need, see what I don't need, and be able to get some good systems in place. So before we get into it, I'm gonna encourage you to click the red subscribe button, because here on this channel, we are a community of moms and homemakers who are all about living life more simply and doing that with systems, habits, and routines. So on the very top shelf, I have some storage bins, some empty ones that I never use for my under the sink organization. I brought this little storage drawer system from my classroom to home. I have my wig up there, some extra toilet paper. And then these bins right here are all my nail things. I'm gonna take off the top shelf first, and then I'm going to clear out this middle shelf that has a bunch of mix match towels. So let me go ahead and clear off the first two shelves. This shelf is where most of my hair care products live. I have some first aid stuff over here as well. And you can see that because there are these holes and spaces on the shelf, you can even see right here, there's a product that's fallen through the cracks. You can see how this is tipping over. Like, things just don't stand up straight. So that is one of the major problems in here. And when things fall down, sometimes to the next shelf, so when we get down to this shelf, that's when things start getting pretty bad, okay? This is where my makeup is. I'm constantly losing makeup items. There, you can tell there's not a whole lot of organization going on there. This blue bin is where I put my flexi rods, and then I have like 3 drawer pull-out things here. And as we make our way down to the floor, you can just tell it is not good. This closet has been such a source of frustration, and most of the things in here are for my hair. It's a lot of work to fill up the basket with everything from the closet, bring it out to the sitting area, empty the basket, then go back into the bathroom, do it all over again. But I definitely suggest this if you are decluttering an area that's really tight or cramped, because you want to be able to lay everything out in a place where you have enough room to go through, see exactly what you have, what you can get rid of, and not feel so just closed in. I was about to throw this away. I thought it's trash, but this is the shimmer skincare bar that I bought from the natural skincare place called Hella Good Skincare. This is not trash. This little thing was probably like 10 bucks. See how things just get lost in here? So most of the stuff is now out in the living room area. This is some of what I haven't taken out yet. Y'all, it is wild. It is literally wild, the amount of stuff that was stuffed in this closet. I cannot even, well, maybe I can believe it, but I just like, it is a lot of stuff that was in there. So there's a whole lot going on right now. I feel a little bit like, where am I supposed to even begin? However, this is an elephant of a task, and as we all know, how do you eat an elephant? If you've ever heard that saying, go ahead and drop it down below in the comments. And as the saying goes, you eat an elephant one bite at a time. So I think what I'm gonna do is kind of divide everything into like hair stuff, personal care, nail care, and go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then this one makes 22. Now they are nice and contained. I can just put a little label right here with my Cricut. It used to be word work, a station 4 for kindergarten, but now it's all about the headbands. My labels are gonna be, this first drawer is like a fast 10-minute face, the things I would need for that, kind of like my everyday go-to. This is my lips. This is face, so that's like my contour palette and like blush, face brushes, foundation, my 2 main eye palettes that I use, the Anastasia of Beverly Hills, and then my eye brushes, some more eye palettes down here, and my brow trimmer. So this is all my makeup, just about. Now what I'm gonna do is put all of my feminine care products in here. So this is gonna be my boundary. Like when it is full, then I don't need any more, and I'll be able to see easily when it's empty or like running low. I got rid of a ton of braiding hair and like some old wigs. This is a trash bag. This is all braiding hair that I'm gonna be giving to Goodwill. I don't know if they accept it, but I'm just gonna drop it off anyway. It's gonna bless somebody's life. Amen, amen. This is like the hair for Kinky Twist. It's a brand new pack. I have 4 brand new packs of jumbo braid hair. So all 4 of these are going to Goodwill. It's a little bit extra left over right here. This is going to Goodwill. So is this. And I found this Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette. The colors are really nice, but it's really old. Should I keep it or get rid of it? I think I'm gonna keep it. This Dollar Tree container is really flimsy. It is not sturdy at all. I put some of my son's toys in here and it was cracked and broken within less than a day. But I think this is gonna be a good place to put my combs and brushes, and then I can just put this inside of one of the drawers because drawers are pretty deep, and so my combs and brushes do tend to get lost in there. Tonight we went to the Dollar Tree after dinner. I got some box cutters and a foam board. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut down the foam board and use it as something just sturdy and flat in the shelves so that all my products won't be like tumbling over anymore, and hopefully it's sturdy enough that it will work. So there's something that I keep avoiding and I'm having a really hard time letting it go, and it's this. This was my faithful wash day go-to. Back when I had a relaxer, I would always, I would never blow dry my hair. I would always roller set it, sit under the dryer, comb the curls out, and then wrap it and wear it in a wrap. And so like I have all my different size hard rollers and the little clips, and I just don't want to let it go, even though I have not used it in a really, really long time. I don't know if it's like sentimental or if I feel like maybe I'll be able to use it again one day, but my hair has been like natural since at least 8 years now, so I haven't really been able to use these. I've tried to roller set my natural hair and it just doesn't work well, so I should let them go, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Okay, so I have lots of headscarves, and I think that these are part of the reason that I had such a hard time finding things in those drawers, because like headbands would get lost in here, combs, all sorts of things, makeup, nail polishes, like. So I'm going to take all of these completely out. I'm only going to keep one headscarf. with this stuff, and one small bonnet and one large bonnet. So here's the foam board that I got from the Dollar Tree. I've cut it down to size with my box cutter, and this is going to give a flat surface for my products to go on. Hopefully they won't keep falling and tumbling over like they did when they were on this slotted shelf. And so we'll give it a go and see. This is not completely flush, like it's, you can see it bounces up a little bit, but hopefully once I put my products down on it, like the weight of them will just kind of keep everything down. So as you can see, we are making progress. I've gotten rid of quite a bit of towels, face cloths, and hand towels. I would love if everything was matching, but it doesn't, and we just tell God thank you for what we do have. I have said it before and I'll say it again, godliness with contentment is great gain. So today's the next day. I was up really late last night going through and organizing everything. I was not able to get it all done. There's still a pile of stuff that's left on the floor. I need to run out to the Dollar Tree and to Walmart to get a few more organizational bins, because I'm at the point where it's just like, oh, what should I do with all this stuff? It could all fit back in like some of the drawers because I have 2 empty drawers left. But if I just stuff these things back inside of the drawers, we're gonna be back at square one. Like, it's gonna become another disorganized hot mess all over again, and that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a transformational change that is going to come through a system. And so throwing everything back into the drawer, it's not a system. And I'm looking for this to be life-changing. Like, literally, I take too long getting ready some mornings because I can't find what I need. Okay, so this evening I went to the Dollar Tree. I got a ton of, not a ton, like I bought about 7 or 8 items to store all the things that I still have left on the floor out here. And here's the list that I took with me. It has the header, storage, and I wrote down everything that I need storage for. This is what you want to do whenever you need to get bins or any organizational containers, because otherwise you just end up buying a bunch of stuff that you think may work, but in actuality it may not work, and you end up either wasting money or time because you're going to have to end up going back to the store to return things. And if you go to the Dollar Tree that I went to, you may not be able to return them. As I was checking out, I asked the cashier, like, hey, am I able to exchange these items if I need to? And she told me that it depends on what day and time I come and who's working, like who's on the shift. And I just gave her kind of a look, and she said, that's the way it works around here. So look, I didn't ask any more questions. I'm not arguing with that. Like, maybe I can return it, maybe I can't. I also stopped at Michael's and picked up some vinyl. This is removable vinyl. And so it's actually chalkboard vinyl. You could write on it with chalk or like a chalk marker. And I'm going to label everything. Everything's gonna get a label. Also got that from the Home Edit. And it's just gonna keep things nice and easy. All my nail stuff is on the very top shelf. That is nail polish in the first shoebox, and then nail care items in the middle. On the end are my press-on items, and I have a gel nail kit on the very top. I love it. Got it during quarantine off Amazon. So we've gotten rid of quite a few of our towels, face towels and washcloths. So this is what we have here now. Do they match? No, they don't, but they'll get the job done when you're wet and you want to be dry. So what do? We just tell God thank you. If you hear any noise, it's my son. His room is across from the bathroom, and he's just living his best life right now. So as we move down, this is one of my favorite parts, probably one of my favorite shelves of this whole thing. All my bottles that used to topple and tip over on the wire shelving, that doesn't happen anymore because I have this foam board to keep everything flat. And then also because everything is in these baskets from the Dollar Tree. It's the Room Essentials line from Dollar Tree. And everything fits perfectly in the baskets. I have now all of my supplies for when I wash my hair. Back here in the back, I have my creams up here for when I'm wearing my hair in a natural style. I have my curl enhancing smoothie right here. I have some actual factual old school Blue Magic. If you know, you know. So something that probably seems like it doesn't go, but it really works for me is I have these little cotton rounds kind of hidden away in there, and I cut the bag down so that it's easier to get to, like once I start getting to the bottom. And I felt like if I had the whole stack of cotton rounds like sticking in one of these bins, it would just look a little off. So I use one of these every morning with micellar water, and I can easily grab what I need. And while it's hidden in there, no one is the wiser. Nobody would know. So this bin in the middle has a little bit of it all. It has some body care products in the back, some Bath and Body Works. I don't really use that too much. I prefer more like natural skincare. And then I have some more natural skincare in the front up here with a few Young Living products. And then I also have in this middle basket some hair care products like gels and edge control, that kind of thing. And this is my cuticle oil nail pen that I made. And I also have some clear nail polish in here whenever I am taking really good care of my nails. Part of my nail care routine every night is to, after the shower, put on oil on my nails first, and then immediately after some clear nail polish. And then this basket over here on the end has my spray bottle and some like overflow hair care products. So these are the drawers that were super duper junky at the beginning of the video, and praise the Lord that things are much better and more organized now. I'll link my last video up here where I show you how I used my Cricut Explore Air 2 to make the labels. I have like the medical tape, some isopropyl alcohol that, as I mentioned in my last video, I scoured my city to find that, and here we are 11 months later, and I never made any hand sanitizer. These are the cotton rounds, 2 things of, what's this, hydrogen peroxide, and some witch hazel and calamine lotion in the back. So that's our first aid drawer. And then this drawer is probably my favorite. It's really well organized. So here in the very front, I got this little thing from Dollar Tree, and it has my razors in there. I obviously need to buy some more. I use these little Dollar Tree organizing bins. I think it's a 2-pack for $1. I have all my super tampons here, the regulars in the back, pads here, panty liners here, and then this Queen V soap. Highly recommend. Down on the very bottom is my DIY body care drawer. I love making my own like lotion bars and Epsom salt soaks with essential oils, and so I have all the stuff for that in here. This is like probably shea butter, have some beeswax, cocoa butter. I have these mascara tubes for my eyelash growth serum that I'm going to be making. In the back, I have some molds, and you can see this drawer is a little bit broken, but it's okay. And then this bowl in here is what I use when I'm doing my own manicures at home. And anytime you're doing DIY stuff, like, it's just good to have these little glass bottles. So this is an old coconut oil glass jar from Aldi. Right here on the top is this little thing that has all my headbands in it. And there's like a little groove up here, so it actually fits in there perfectly. And then here are my heat tools, my flat iron that I've had forever from Bolica.com, my curling wand, curling iron blow dryer, and I have a hooded dryer. It's an inflatable one back here. It's on its last leg, and they don't make those anymore, so I wish I knew how to make it myself. I would make it and sell it. And then I have my hair tools here. I think a better label would have been styling tools, but it's all good. So everything, all the containers in here came from the Dollar Tree. We have rubber bands and bobby pins. My husband says these are like all over the house, and he's not lying. Like, we literally find them everywhere. We were changing out our doormat, and there was a bobby pin underneath the front doormat in the house. And then these are all my thin headbands, and also my hair ties, and all my combs and brushes are in here. So this drawer is the last one. It's for rollers, and it has mostly rollers, some other things. So I have my hair jewelry in here, like these little things that I put on my braids whenever I get braids or twists. I always use these little claw things whenever I am washing my hair, or like sometimes like doing other things where I need to part and separate my hair. My perm rods. And then in the back are sponge rollers. Right back here, the black ones. I am really very well pleased with the way that this turned out. I love the systems. This is much better, far more organized, something that I know I'll definitely be able to keep up with. And so I just like it a lot. That is all for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it and found this extreme declutter motivating to go ahead and tackle a hot spot in your home that really needs to be decluttered. And my advice to you is, like, just start. Don't wait for a perfect time or day. Just get it going. Just get it started. So thanks a bunch for watching. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if there's anything from this video that you might be incorporating in your own bathroom organization. I would love to hear from you, and definitely also check me out on my blog, everydaydeanda.com. I also have decluttering motivation there as well, and be sure to follow me on Pinterest. I have my links for those things down below. I'll see you in the comments and in the next video. Bye.